Hi, thank you for the opportunity. I'm speaking today, and my name's Marc Bolduc. I'm retired today. I'm speaking in support of the Workplace Psychological Safety Act. My experience goes back many years, and there's some much judicial abuse here as well. But my first testimony was in 2017 in support of the Massachusetts Healthy Workplace Bill. It outlined my wrongful, constructive, and discriminatory dismissal designed by my employer and their attorneys that represented them in court to eliminate me after 15 years of an impeccable, well-documented work history simply because of my health care cost to the company. My workplace bullying and mobbing began just as I was diagnosed with both prostate and colon cancer and given 9 months to live at the time. So they were self-insured, and they wanted me on a fast track to educate my replacement, as I was a senior systems administrator, and get rid of me because of my health care costs. I had to go overseas and pay for surgery myself to do part of that surgery for prostate cancer because it wasn't available in the U.S. When I came back, I went back to work and I conducted business as usual, but I started getting written up for too many doctor's appointments and letting my health care interfere with my business, with my job responsibilities. Although I designed the network, so I was able to work from the hospital and from home as business as usual. I knew I was being forced out of my employment because I knew of the policy that they used to get rid of employees for any reason at all. I provided testimony in support of the Dignity at Work Act in 2020, and this was provided 5 years after I ended my at-will employment and 3 years after representing myself in Massachusetts Superior Court and in the U.S. District Court of Massachusetts. I filed a wrongful termination, defamation, and interference with my business interest lawsuit after my employer stated to the Massachusetts Department of Unemployment Assistance that I was fired from my job for unprofessionalism and a refusal to turn over passwords, which is the accusation of a felony according to the Homeland Security Act. I appealed that, and it was proven that I left my job on my terms alone after being bullied for a year. I found after I left the company, I found that I sued them. I learned that the company was accusing me of being a violent person, and they went so far as to say I was fired for threatening a coworker with a gun. I learned this to be conditional privilege, because that incident never happened. I was under the daily care of the VNA at the time. So what I learned the hard way in court, that I would never be able to win a case under current Massachusetts employment laws, especially as a pro se litigant fighting a team of corporate attorneys with limitless privileges and resources and a complicit federal judge that refused to hear my counterclaim. The bottom line is Massachusetts employment laws allowed my employer and the same attorneys that guided them through my constructive dismissal the conditional privilege to defame me to protect their business interests and the litigation privilege to repeatedly lie under oath. I realize I've gone over. I'm sorry, a little bit. I'm not used to doing this, but I am now facing eviction from foreclosure because all of the things that they said about me publicly have made me unemployable. I am going to ask the Attorney General in both Mass and U.S. District of Massachusetts Attorney General to reopen my complaint under the statute of limitations of perjury. And I'm sorry for going as long as I did. I have more to say, and I would love to talk to someone who's interested offline.